Good evening. I'm Tina Tasaka with Cannabis X America, and we are here at the Bowls and Bowling and Canna-Friend event in Sunny Slope, Arizona. Right. And I am here with Brittany, and she is a published author.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She has written this book. I have not really even digested it yet, no pun intended, but I haven't even had a chance to even take a look at it, but everything is a choice. And but before we get to the book, you are here at this event tonight. You are representing
Caviar Gold.
Caviar Gold.
I'm a brand ambassador for them because I'm a med patient, and I feel so blessed. It's just been an awesome opportunity for me. The products help me eat and not throw up, and also being a part of the team has just been really good for myself, my self-esteem. It's been really wonderful. I feel very lucky.
Well, Freddie is a good friend of ours with Caviar Gold. We've had Freddie on our show here many, many times, in a really lengthy interview actually with Freddie, and he has such incredible insights about the cannabis industry. And Caviar Gold also is just an incredible product, and Arizona loves Caviar Gold, loves Caviar Gold.
Yeah.
But I am just so fascinated that you're a medical patient, and that is so wonderful, and that, you know, your journey took you to cannabis as a medical patient, and that, you know, it sounds like it's been a good journey for you, and, you know, that it's either helping and that, you know, things are good.
Yeah, I used to have a feeding tube for 13 years, and Greg and Amber Alora are our managers at Caviar Gold. And during the process while I had the feeding tube, they're like, you should try medical marijuana. And I was on 26 medications, really young, and they're like, you need quality of life. So then fast forward, they're like, also, we could work as a team with your book and show people that super weed can mean two things: getting you super high or getting you super hungry, not throwing up, and giving you quality of life. And it gives me, I'm lefty. It gives me quality of life.
So the feeding tube, you started that at a very young age then?
No, I got it when I was 20 after a surgery that went unplanned.
Okay.
And then fought all those years to get it out. And now it's been out for 2 years because of Cavi and a brand that would help me like this and give me products. And then my book and lighters are helping tons of people because of Caviar Gold. So not only is it a super weed brand, but like they let people like me and other brand ambassadors and company owners work with them in all these different ways. So,
you know, I never thought that the companies were actually looking to brand ambassadors that were actual medical patients.
I think that I'm a unique case because like I grew up with Amber and Greg.
That is so fantastic that they are doing that, though. That is just such a testament to not only the industry, but their promise to their product, their dedication to the product, their dedication to the industry, because let's all be honest here. The whole reason why the weed industry got legal is because of medical patients.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It didn't get legal because of recreational patients. It got legal, recreational use. Sorry, I didn't mean to say patients. It got legal because of medical patients. Yeah. Okay. So that is really, really outstanding, incredible information that a brand ambassador, and that they combine it with a medical patient. That is just so phenomenal.
Yeah.
I just love that.
It's a good feeling.
That is just like a that's just like a fireworks moment. That's just amazing.
And a lot of people just think I'm just some beautiful woman, but I remind them that I'm here.
And you are, for sure.
Thank you, that I'm here to spread the word that like marijuana works as a medication, and it's just, and super weed like Caviar Gold, you do a couple puffs, you put it away, and that is enough to last hours and get your appetite or whatever you have. Oh, this guy right here got in a car accident and he is a medical patient too.
Yes.
So I gave him my book and product because he has metal plates in his brain, and he says that, you know, super weed helps him too. So
yes,
yeah, you're right. I wish more people would stand up and say like,
yes,
weed heals you.
So you got on this journey. You were able to relieve your body of this incredibly torturous feeding tube. And did you write the book after that?
Yeah, so in the book, I talked about how I'd lived my whole life with a feeding tube and that the doctors told me I would never live without it and I would be starving, which I obviously am not starving. So because of Caviar Gold, it's my main product that I use daily, or when I don't fast also. So if I fast, I don't use it.
Did you go back to one or any of those doctors that were in your care and they know how you are today, that you're no longer on the feeding tube? Have you?
Yeah, my Mel Clinic doctors know like the reason my feeding tube got out and the reason I'm doing so well is because of medical marijuana and high dose edibles. Because I have a very small stomach from all the, surgeries and things like that. And you can see where it used to sit in my body. And I'd have to carry it around for like days. Yeah.
Were they
No.
open? They didn't want to hear your story. Did they not want to have conversations about?
Some doctors, they give you a hard time because they're like, it's a drug. And I saw a hypnotherapist. I'm a hypnotherapist because I wanted to make sure I could develop a good relationship with weed and not abuse it, because everything in your life, you have a relationship with it and you need to have respect and, a good boundary with it. So I did some therapy, got some help, and then told my doctors, and then they watched before their eyes a skinny little brawny weak person go to lifting and getting it out when my son turned 2. So I get to play with my son without all the cords, and because of Caviar Gold and products like wheat, the edibles.
I'm stunned. I'm stunned about your story. Seriously, I'm just stunned that where you were and where you are now today. I'm so happy for you. I mean, I'm just thrilled for you. I just want to send balloons and fireworks into the air because it's just amazing. So tell me now, where can people buy your book? Where can they find your book?
So if you come tonight, I have a couple copies left and you can come find me and we'll give them out.
For sure.
And then you can go on Amazon and just look up my last name or the name of the book.
Yeah, Amazon's the deal though, because we want people all over the U.S. to be looking at this book and so forth. So definitely we want to send them to Amazon to find your book so we can get people looking at this from all over the globe. We want it global, yes. Yes. EHRICK.
And I'm grateful that you're passionate about weed too, and you give people a platform where we can talk or tell our truth and help people know that there's so much more. So thank you for giving me a platform, because I'm a hypnotherapist and I love to help people. And, weed is freeing, and there's other psychedelics that I've learned from other hypnotherapists that help with illnesses like I have, and all of us have. A lot of us have a lot of anxiety and it's hard to wind down from the day. So, grab your Cavi joint for that. Just have a healthy relationship with it is what I say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have my own suffering myself. I'm a great sufferer of osteoarthritis. I've had both my hips replaced and it still didn't help. I mean, the hip replacements helped, but anyway, I have my own suffering myself. And I think
I'll give you some Cavi joints and you can let me know if it helps with that kind of pain. Because
absolutely. And, so I choose to not want to take 12 Advil a day.
No, that's so bad for you.
Yeah.
That's out of moderation. That's going to hurt your body in the long run, too.
It just doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't work. It just cuts off the edge.
It just doesn't make sense at all. But somebody that I spoke to just a couple months ago, he's a chef, and he dealt with some pretty horrific health issues himself, including being morbidly obese, and he was on about 26 different types of medication, from opioids to all kinds of things. And then now he's down to a healthy, 180 for being, somebody who's, I think he's 6 feet. And he had a great story. Oh my gosh, he had a great story. And you know what I said to him? I said, you know what, only if while we do this, we might only reach 8 people, but we might reach 80. And then those 80 people, we might reach another, and so on and so on and so on. But the thing is that we have to share these stories because we want to get the stigma out of marijuana, and we want people to understand that there's so much hope out there. There's so much hope, and there's so much help, and there's so much that marijuana can do for you.
And I'm a business owner. I have a life. I own a house, and I use weed as a medicine. So like the stigma needs to go away. I understand that it exists, but like just see it as what it is. It's just something that was grown out of the ground, and there's all kinds of ways that people have stimulations. It's just another stimulation or something to calm you down. So I ask that people look at it from a different perspective and try not to judge it. Like, all of us are going through our own situations, and you don't know that you're struggling with arthritis. So I'd say, like, let go of the stigma if you can, so that people like us can be free to use medicine or recreationally drink. We don't judge people when they drink alcohol.
That's right.
It's your house. It's your
that's right.
It's your life. So like,
you want to do
start
10
to support
shots?
us.
That's fine. You do your 10 shots. I want to smoke my pre-roll.
Me too.
Or my vape or whatever.
As long as I have the little tip on top. So
exactly.
Cavi Mike has that patent glass tip. I'm like such a princess now. So I won't smoke without it.
It really is a nice product. It's excellent product. It just it really is.
So I'll make sure you have a lot to use so that you can give us feedback, because I'm happy weed helps you too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice. I don't get to meet a lot of people where it's medical.
I know that's a true statement. That's a very true
or
statement.
Or they don't know they're using it medically or to cope with their life, or using it as a therapy. So that's the other reason why I say don't judge it. It's because you don't know why people are using it. They could be recovering from addiction, so much stuff that's way worse than, smoking a small joint a day. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just getting that messaging out, to one person a day, 2 people a day, and 8 people a day, 8 people a week, 8 people a month, 80 people a month, whatever we can do. And coming out to these events and talking to people. I ran into a group of cyclists today. I talked to 25 people. I mean, they have never been to any of the cannabis events here in Arizona, and I told them all about this one. And but they all love to smoke weed. And so then we connected Instagram and this and that. But, it's just talking to people.
You would be surprised once I got out of my shell and stopped being scared of judgment. Then I realized almost everybody smokes weed or is especially okay with it if it's medical. But it's really no one's business what you do. You're not hurting yourself or anybody else.
That's right.
If it's in a healthy moderation.
That's
right.
I
feel very lucky. You're right. We got to get out the word that there's tons of events where you can meet good people and be on a team and, have fun.
Yeah. Well, Brittany, this alone is just a massive, massive milestone to write a book. I mean, to be a published author is incredible. And you are an amazing person, and you've come through a lot. And thank you for talking to us, because this has just been amazing to hear your journey and to be able to share it with our viewers and to share it with everybody that's going to hear this video. So thank you for coming on with us.
And I forgot to say, when we hand out lighters or one joint or one book at a time, it really goes from one person to another person, and we just need to continue to touch one person at a time. So thank you for reminding me, it's just one lighter and then you made someone's day.
That's so true. That's so true.
So 20 cyclists turns into 75 because they all talked about how wonderful you were and how you taught them about this whole world that they're missing out on.
I know. It's so true. It's absolutely so true. So with that, we still have a party to continue going on here. And thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. Cannabis X America.